Staying in KZN, authorities there are visiting flood-stricken parts of the province. Residents were evacuated from areas where heavy rains damaged homes and infrastructure. Over 400 people died, thousands were displaced, and many are still missing. eNCA senior reporter Dasen Thathiah is following the story for us. He joins us now live. Dasen, I wonder, throughout the time that authorities have been visiting these different areas, how's it looking compared to 2 months ago?
Well, Maseko, if you look at areas like Marion Ridge, where we are now, I mean, it looks like this could have been a week after the floods. And I think that speaks to the fact that there's been very little movement in repairing the infrastructure here, the roads, some of the homes that were damaged. And that is part of the reason why residents have decided that they wanted to get the Deputy Mayor, Bilani Mafundla, here to answer some of the questions around why it's taken so long to get this work done. So I'm just standing outside a community hall here. That's where an engagement is taking place. Residents are given an opportunity now to put forward their concerns. Some of those are what I've just mentioned to you. I want to bring in one of those residents now, Ashley Murray. Mr. Murray, thank you so much for joining me. We know that there is frustration here. We've heard that from residents. For you personally, what is that frustration about, beyond the obvious things that we are seeing, like the damaged roads, for example?
Well, it's now 2 months after the flood, and with regards to our councillor, we had no, he doesn't really worry or raise any concerns with regards to what the people require. Most of the people are very, very frustrated within Marion Ridge. For instance, Cordo, he's a neighbor of mine. Cordo's lived with me from the day after the flood. And from the day after the flood up until now, there was no interventions made. So Cordo lost his ID, he lost everything. And with regards to even, I took him 2 weeks ago to go and print, to go and try and get an ID. When we got to Home Affairs, they said, no, we need a letter from the councillor, which we still haven't got 2 months later.
So it's placed you in a position where you are now helping each other, and that seems to be what you're relying on in the absence of any type of intervention from government. Well, up until this point, that is.
Well, yes. The next day after the flood, I live in Gemini Way. The next day after the flood, we as Gemini residents, we cleared the road. We cleared the road, and with regards to everything else that's happening, the very next day we started a porridge run, where we do hot porridge. We feed plus minus 300 people on a daily basis. Up until now, we still doing porridge. And with regards to the people that's living at Greenpoint as well, Greenpoint, there's no one looking after them. Me, I'm more committed now to looking after our people than even with work. With regards to everything that happens there at Greenpoint, I'm the one that organizes the water. Yeah. The water, the porridge, with regards to fixing the place, with regards to meals, we all doing it as a community. But
after this engagement here, or what you've heard so far, just briefly, is this answering your questions? Is this the response that you expected? Are you happy with the meeting with the Deputy Mayor here? I'm very, very, very grateful with regards to the Deputy Mayor. In fact, we're grateful with regards to having someone that can give us an ear. And all that we wanted for the past 2 months was just for someone to listen. And the Deputy Mayor, he fulfilled all our wishes and dreams. And even with regards to Cordo, he promised that he's going to build Cordo his home. Sure. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for your time, Ashley Murray. And that's an important point here. There was a promise to rebuild one of the homes that was damaged, so we'll have to follow up to see that that actually happens after the cameras and all of the attention that's on the area has long passed. I seem to have lost comms with you, Maseko, but we'll leave it there for now.
All right, senior reporter Dasen Thathiah in KZN for us, giving us that report. I think what's sad is that besides people having to pick up their lives in terms of homes, clothing, etc., people died, and a lot of people will take quite a long time to actually heal from what happened in KZN 2 months ago.